remember very clearly the time of George Floyd's death. It sparked so many deeply important conversations on topics that meant so much to me that I felt passionately about. I'd read White Fragility a few years before, and I'd lived in America, and race and identity were topics that had meant a lot to me for a long time. So at that time, I was probably more informed than many people in my circle, even though I still had a lot to learn. I remember in discussions, people would sometimes question what I was saying, and it felt emotionally like a personal attack because my convictions were so deep and it meant so much to me. Sometimes they were right and I was wrong. On some occasions, the statistics didn't back up a particular point that I was making. It was somehow hard to accept this. And I had the sense that if I got one thing wrong, then they might think I was wrong overall. I learned from that to become more open to not being completely right on topics that meant a lot to me. Of course, we don't have all the information at our fingertips, and it's okay to be wrong on some elements. We ideally want to be looking together with the people we're talking to find out what's true and learning together. And we don't just have this one conversation to get to the truth. We don't have to feel this need, this pressure to convince immediately and of having to have the answer. One of the hardest things to learn is that you may be wrong. You may have missed something when you feel so sure that you're right. This is also one of the most important things to learn. There's always something to learn, and we're often wrong. And somehow, that often feels painful. But it's less painful if we don't feel the pressure to get to a common agreement in one conversation, and if we accept that we don't need to know everything. We can disagree well and be open to learning more, even on topics that are important to us. If you want to stay up to date with new releases on the Disagreeing Well skills course, please subscribe to UCL's YouTube channel and also to UCL's Minds newsletter.